Welcome to Spice Talk Sports, y'all. Man, it's not getting easy for our brother. Jaylen Brown is going through it, boy. And I just feel like they're not giving him a fair shake. Boston doing him dirty. Analysts is doing him dirty. I really think they just want him to shut up and dribble. But let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're about to see what Hairline Stephen A. got to say.
Jaylen Brown was an MVP candidate. Jaylen Brown proved that he was worthy of being the number one option for the team.
It's facts. It's not facts. It's not facts.
And several teams, as I'm sure my man Sham Charania will confirm, called and asked about Jason Tatum. Boston Celtics weren't having it.
What?
They labeled him untouchable. When it came to Jaylen Brown, make your best offer. You can have him. Please, just make a good offer. You can have him. I wonder why that is. Does that mean Jaylen Brown was at fault? No. Does that mean that he deserves to be insulted and excoriated? No. But what it also means is that he needs to stop telling the world, state your source. Damn it, we don't have to. Did you listen to the president of basketball operations? Did you not see what happened, that you got traded within a division, not even a conference? Did you not see that they wouldn't even think about trading Jason Tatum, but they traded you, Jaylen Brown? We don't have to state our source. What we've been saying is true, and it's proven to be correct. You've proven it to be correct because you've articulated that you felt insulted. You articulated that you felt disrespected. You articulated that you felt underappreciated by the Boston Celtics.
I somewhat get what Stephen A. is talking about, but in hindsight, it's like, come on now. Jaylen Brown had 2 good MVP seasons back to back. Jason Tatum went down last year. He brought the team that people thought they weren't even going to make the playoffs or even have a good season to at least make it to the playoffs. And this the things he get just because he wants to speak his mind, just because it's not always about basketball. He gets traded, and then he don't just get traded to, like you said, Milwaukee or the Hornets or Miami. He got sent to Philly. That's a pure statement right there. They did that because they want Philly to see what they were going through. They want them to see that, okay, we give you Jaylen Brown. Let's really see if he could take over the whole team. Let's let him see that he could guide them to the playoffs, to the finals. But you gotta look at it. He has a core around him. I'm not a big Embiid fan because of health. He don't stay consistent and he's always injured, but you still have Maxey. You still have key guys over there. They just trying to put smut on my brother's name, and it's sickening. Man, let's see what trash ass Brad Stevenson got to say.
When I looked at our team and I looked at where the league was heading, looked at the way that we've finished the last couple years, and also looked at the unbelievable way we've played in the regular season in the last couple years, you know, the path looked a little bit more challenging to me. I might be wrong. I'm not going to stand up here and be defensive about that. But the path looked a little bit more challenging with 70% of our cap and such a high percent of our usage tied into 2 players. And the reality in this era and in this day and age of the NBA, and you could see it obviously with the last couple of champions and some of the teams that were at the very top of the league, when it was all said and done at the end of this year, is that, you know, you have to do a great job and you have to have the optionality to do a great job of building out depth that can hopefully replace the irreplaceable individual. And that's not an easy thing to do, right? And we get that. And that's absolutely nothing against Jaylen. Right? If you have Jaylen Brown on your team, you should feature him. You should use all those possessions, and you should approach things that way. But I think the importance of depth, and then obviously we have to continue to work on ways to diversify our attack overall. All that being said, still would not have made a move unless we thought the right opportunity presented itself.
And that excuse that, what Brad Stevenson had about, it was a hard decision and we were looking at the 70% usage rate between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Man, if Jason Tatum is injured or having a bad game, who picks up the slack? Jaylen Brown does. When last season, prime example, and that's why Jaylen Brown said that was his best season. He had 2 MVP seasons back to back. And you're going to tell me that he's getting shipped out because of how he speaks, he has a higher education, or you feel intimidated by his education as a black man? And come on now, we're about to see what Boston really going to do. All that stuff about usage rate, who is going to pick up that slack now? Sure. Who is it going to be? Oh, we'll see. I know damn well ain't Paul George. Injury prone. We know there's a lot of haters in this world, especially for Jaylen Brown right now, just for him to speak his mind and everything. But I give Draymond Green, he recognized real. And I'm happy what he said in this clip.
The Jaylen Brown thing, it really sent me for a loop because it threw me for a loop. I'm just like, all of a sudden, a guy being smart is an issue? Like,
of all the things.
By the way, I think I'm pretty smart individual. I think I got a pretty decent head on my shoulders. Jaylen Brown's brilliant. I don't pretend to be that smart. I don't want anybody to think I think I'm that smart, but he is. Like, he actually is that smart. And when I say smart, right, like, as you know, there's book smarts, there's street smarts. There's so many different type of smarts when you're talking smart. But the smart that Jaylen Brown is, he's book smart, he's street smart. The things that he knows and that he understands. And he said it the other day, which I was very happy he said it. He said, the bar ain't that high for me to be the smartest guy. So I was so happy he said that.
But maybe that's why you were getting those quote unquote compliments about your articulation, where you're just like, so what is it that you all think about players to begin with? And especially in a league that is majority black, and there's always stereotypes that black men in particular have to face and are often subjected to about their intelligence.
And that's crazy to me. Every time that we speak our truth or we want to voice about something, we arrogant or just shut up and dribble or stop bringing up topics that's not relevant to someone else. Like, you could have a white boy that's arrogant, hoops, does whatever he wants to do. They don't call him and tell him, oh, you just need to be quiet and dribble. Oh, keep voicing what you're saying. Keep doing what you're doing. That's out for me. We have to understand that NBA is a business. Jaylen Brown is doing the job. But damn, I just feel like when you put so much effort and your work ethic to a company or a business and they just chew you up and spit you out, like you did not give them a championship ring, you gave them an opportunity to at least try to make it to the finals last year when your main star Jason Tatum was down, and this is the things he gets. So I want Philly to make it to the finals. I want Jaylen Brown to throw this back into Boston's face and show that you should have kept him. Everybody know, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Spice Talk Sports. Peace.